LV high pay, LV high pay.
Hello? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Hi, everybody. How dare you throw stuff at me? That's not very nice. Whoa!
Hi, Elf Catch.
Hi, Addie Sue. Thank you for the 10 bits. I tell you every time, I can't catch. Even if I could catch, I can't catch. I'm really bad at catching. I don't know if I've talked about that, but I don't know if I've talked about that before, but yeah, I'm not that great at catching. Like in any sport that I've played that involves catching something, I'm not that great. I know that's why I played tennis, right? Because in tennis, you don't really have to catch the ball. You just kind of, hit it back. I know the day that I catch the ball, it's over. It's not me anymore, chat. It's not me. It's somebody else. Dun dun dun. But hi everybody. How are y'all doing today? I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful start to your week so far. A good morning, a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. No matter what time it may be. Once again, I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. The head pat, and for some reason it seems like a lot of other plugins that involve the Twitch API is not working. So apparently it's because there were some updates, right? Or it was down for a bit. And so I'm gonna reconnect. For some reason the head pat isn't working automatically. So let me try to manually connect that real quick. I don't know why it's not connecting, but okay, it says it's connected. Hopefully it's active. I will go ahead and do the manual head pat though. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. Thank you so much for the head pat. Thank you, Addie Sue. Thank you. But yeah, I hope you guys have been having a wonderful start to your week, like I said, for the 3rd time. How was your Mondays? Whoa! Jade! Oh my goodness. Jade, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Hi, Cian! You early? I am? Oh, I forgot to address that. Yes, oh my gosh, daylight savings happened while I was away. I think that exact Sunday that I took off, daylight savings happened. So yeah, for some people, I might be an hour early to stream, right? But according to, the land of America, right? We had daylight savings. And so usually when that happens, in the spring, we lose an hour of sleep, which means essentially, time gets pushed forward an hour. Right? So yeah, I am yeah, I was gonna say I'm actually late, I was supposed to start at like 3, but I decided to make some food and eat, and so yeah, I'm here a little bit later than I should be. but I guess that's the wonderful thing about daylight savings is that I'm earlier, right? I'm streaming a bit earlier for some people, especially on the eastern side of the world, right? Or for those that are just, on the opposite side of the world to me. So, yeah. Oh no, do something, play. I'm sorry. Yeah, daylight savings, it was funny, right? When you think about it, there was a whole talk about how daylight savings was supposed to, go away. And then they're like, psych, no, it's still here. we still have daylight savings. Just a prank. I do wonder though how that would be, you know? Because I like it. Like, I don't like losing an hour of sleep, right? But I don't know. I guess in my mind, because I've grown up with it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because it just, you know, it makes sense how it starts to get lighter, you know, later or lighter earlier. And so when the time changes around, you know, the springtime and the winter time, it just kind of makes sense in my head, you know, because like, for example, right? Like during the spring, you know, it starts to get lighter a lot earlier. And so when time gets pushed forward an hour, right? You're just like, oh yeah, it makes sense because, you know, okay, it could also be because I'm pretty degen. but before daylight savings happened, right? You guys know me. I go to bed pretty late. It's pretty bad. I go to sleep at around like 7 a.m., right? And so around that time, I remember I was just like, oh my God, it's so bright. It's like, the sun's already out. It feels like 9 a.m., right? But now with daylight savings, if I go to sleep at around 7 a.m., I'm just like, it's still dark. Or it's like starting to, you know, get bright, but not to the point where it feels like 9 a.m., right? So in my brain, like, it makes sense when I see the sunlight kind of match up with the hours. Yeah. So I don't know. Or it could just be because I grew up with it. It sounds like sounds like hardcore copium. But okay. In terms of like, okay, before, you know, like before DJ and Elvira was a thing, okay, like back during like high school, okay, all right, like for example, when I would go to tennis practice, right, or when I'd go to tennis in the morning hours, right, because tennis for some reason was always in the morning, right? I don't know why people want to play tennis in the morning when we can play tennis in the afternoon, but I remember, you know, it just made sense. Because when you wake up early too, right? Like when you wake up early and you're not going to sleep at 7 a.m. When you wake up at around 7 a.m., it kind of just like makes sense, you know? Or even like back when I was, you know, teaching in university, right? I'd have to go to my, you know, my field experience at around like 6 a.m. I wake up, you know, make my commute all the way there around like 7 a.m. And then the day starts at like 8 a.m., right? And so during the morning commute, that makes sense too, right? Because you're just like, oh yeah, you know? You go to when I'm on the way there to my field experience, I was just like, oh yeah, you know, it's pretty bright. But then, you know, you have the daylight savings happen in the spring and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. It's dark once again on my way to my commute. And so, yeah, in my brain, you know, and with me having grown up in a place that has daylight savings, it makes sense to me, right? But I remember the day that I found out that the rest of the world does not practice daylight savings for the most part, I was just like, what? It was like part two to like the first thing that I found out that America, you know, is weird for doing that the rest of the world does not do is the metric system. I think I found that out when I was in middle school or something like that, when we were learning about measurements, right? But yeah, I found out that apparently, you know, the rest of the world operates in like centimeters. And for some reason, the States decide to operate in like feet and inches, right? And so I was so confused. I was like, why did America do that? Why? And then the second time was about daylight savings, right? I don't think I found out that daylight savings wasn't a thing until I made some like online international friends. I want to say in like high school, right? Because I remember in high school, you know, I had that period where I was, you know, on Skype all the time, you know, with a group of friends that I made through an anime forum. And so we would chat all the time. And then it was, I think, the first daylight savings that happened. The, you know, international people were like, why do you Americans have that still? And we're just like, for me at least, I was like, what? It's not a thing around the world? And they were like, no, it's an American thing. Just like the metric system, you know, not being a thing in America. And I was just like, oh my God, America is so narcissistic. I'm just kidding. But honestly though, like why was America like, oh, we're so special special that we have to not use the metric system and we have to, you know, use daylight savings. But I mean, I know, okay, I know the reason why, you know, they have those put in place. But at the same time, though, I'm just like, I don't know. It makes things so much more harder. I feel like in terms of communicating, at least growing up when I first started communicating with international people, right? They're just like, oh, you American. They would always call me out. They'd be like, you American with your feet in inches, right? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Fun fact, that's how I found out how many centimeters I was in height. And to this day, I've memorized it because, you know, it's just a lot easier to say my height in centimeters instead of having people go like, what is that in centimeters? The one thing, though, that still confuses me is Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's another thing, too. For some reason, we have our temperature in Fahrenheit. And so, I don't know. I remember we had, like, the formula, right, for converting, like, Fahrenheit to Celsius in chemistry. I'm bad at math, and so I'm not good at quick math for the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. And so, yeah. Okay, not 140. Okay, if it was 140 degrees, I think we'd be dead. I think the hottest that it's gotten, you know, is like around like 120. And that's pushing it. I think the hottest it goes in the summer on average is, I want to say like 100 degrees up to like 115 at most, right? If it was 140, I think we'd be boiling. We'd be dead. No, 120 is like, let me see. Fahrenheit to Celsius. 120 Fahrenheit is about 49 degrees Celsius. Which is crazy, right? Because, yeah, whenever I've talked to people that, you know their temperature in Celsius, and I tell them, like, oh, yeah, it's like 100 degrees outside, right? They're like, 100 degrees? Are you dying? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh, no. In Celsius, 100 degrees is like 37 degrees Celsius. So if it was like 140 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 60 degrees Celsius. But yeah, here in the States, on average, at least like where I've grown up, right, it's been around like 37 degrees Celsius at hottest in the summer, right? But usually, when it's not super, super hot, like there's no, you know, heat. What's it called? When it's like a bunch of days that are constantly hot. What is it called again? I forget. But yeah, on average, I would say the heat is like roughly about like in the 90s. So probably about like 32 degrees Celsius is what you would roughly see the temperature in the summer, and then a little bit higher, right? So 32 to 37 degrees Celsius is around the temperature for summertime here in the States for the most part, I want to say. But if you're in California, okay, California is a little different. Let's see. Average temperature in California. Summer temperature. Okay. Oh, yeah. I guess it's like roughly about the same. Yeah, so okay. So, yeah. So I said it was like around 32 degrees Celsius, right? Around like most of America. But apparently in California, the average temperature in July is 38 degrees Celsius or 101 degrees
Things
Fahrenheit.
grow in the spring. Does that apply to Elf too? Arjani, think.
Hi Walrus, thank you for the resub at 28 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea button. I do not grow, unfortunately. Okay, I have stayed the same height for God knows how long. So yeah, unfortunately, I will not grow taller in the spring. I wish. Can you imagine though how weird that would be if humans were like that, or humans would get taller in the spring and get shorter in the winter? I don't shrink. Don't say that. I know it's inevitable, okay? That as you get older, you start to shrink, okay? But I don't want to think about that, okay? I'm already short enough as is, and so I don't want to think about that, okay, Pamela? I know it's inevitable, but I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, okay? All right. My nose is stuffy today. Jay, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. And Dolomite, thank you for the resub at 2 whole years. I hope you also enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. And once again, if you guys missed it, we have 2 new emotes. We have LV Nerd, which is the actually emote. And then we also have LV Bunny, which is a full detail animated emote that you can use as well. So yeah, those are 2 new emotes that we introduced when I came back on Thursday. Prague, thank you so much for the 60 stream streak. And also to Master Luigi, congratulations on redeeming first today. I hope you enjoy being first of today's stream. Yay! Pachi pachi pachi. But yeah, right. Come on, temperature's weird. But yeah, I just a heads up, chat, for, you know, today, if I do sound a bit low energy at any point, yeah, it's just, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be transparent. I've been a little, you know, a little depresso espresso over the past few days, and so I've just been kind of like low energy. I was in bed like all day yesterday and the day before that. So yeah, also, yeah, I didn't stream on Sunday, so I didn't know if I should have made an announcement, right? Just because Sunday was just like, it was supposed to be like a spontaneous day anyway, right? Depending on if you know, Nina and I would play the Forest. Yeah. So just a heads up, if you're just like, oh, weird, you sound kind of weird today. I'm a little, you know, depresso espresso, but you know, it's okay. You guys always cheer me up. Aries Alia, thank you so much for the 3 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stays at T-Bun. Thank you so much for your Prime Gaming. Thank you. But yeah, I did a lot of chores yesterday though, so that was good. I just kind of kept my mind off things. I did my laundry. I took out my clothes, you know, from my suitcase that I had, so that was good, you know, because I don't know. So when it comes to laundry, I'm pretty good at, like, for me, it's like I do my laundry. Once the washer is done, I instantly put it into the dryer, right? Because I like to, you know, just like, I don't like it getting, because I don't know if you guys know, but if you leave your clothes in the washer after it's done, after a while, it gets kind of like musty. So make sure, you know, you transfer your wet clothes into the dryer as fast as possible. And so for me, I always do that. I always, as soon as I hear like the thing go like, you know, to let me know that the dryer goes, the washer, it goes like ding, ding, ding. It has like a melody, right? And so when I hear the melody for the washer, I get up if I'm not doing anything and I go and transfer my clothes, right? And so I'm pretty good at just like putting clothes into the dryer pretty quickly. And then after the dryer is done, I fold it on the spot just so that I don't sit there with my clothes just like, you know, in the hamper, right? And so I'm pretty good at that. But the one thing that I'm bad at is that if I, you know, traveled and clothes are in my suitcase, I kind of just leave it there. Because for me, it's like regardless of if they're like, you know, clean, I like to clean it again. Just because you never know, you know, being on an airplane, especially if it's like checked luggage and it's with other people's luggages, you never know who might have bugs or like have something nasty, right? And so I like to clean all the clothes in my suitcase, you know, once I come back, even if it's been cleaned already. And so it kind of just like sits there until I do laundry, right? But it's just like, I might be overthinking it, but it's just, you never know, you know? Like, sure, the suitcase is like zipped up and stuff, but you never know how nasty people are, right? And so, yeah, I like to like throw it all into the laundry when I take out my my suitcase clothes. So yeah, that was yesterday. Yesterday was like 2 loads of laundry. And I was just like, brum, brum, brum. But to be fair too, it's also because I have a lot of sweaters, right? And if you guys know, sweaters and hoodies and stuff, they're very bulky. And so they're annoying to throw in with the rest of the wash because it takes up so much space. And you're just like, oh man, I gotta do like a whole separate wash just for your hoodies and stuff and your sweaters. But I'm tangenting. TLDR, yeah, I just, you know, I did some chores yesterday, did some organizing. And today, you know, I feel a little bit better, but it's been nice just kind of, you know, chatting with y'all too. Talking about goofy things like Celsius and Fahrenheit. You never know what got inside your luggage when you opened it at the place you were staying. I feel like that's the case if you're staying at like a hotel or something, right? But yeah, even, I don't know, just like even on the plane, you know, it's like even if the luggage isn't carry-on, right? It's like, you know, how did you get that scene? They were talking about like if you stay at like a motel or like a hotel, right? Then you need to wash it, right? Because you don't know if hotels or motels have like bed bugs and stuff. I'm saying, you know, because we're staying at the apartment, it doesn't matter because I know our apartment's clean. How did you get to that conclusion, ma'am? 31 degrees Celsius. Is that how hot it is right now for you, Flamina? What the heck? It's why I try to avoid leaving cash or anything too small in my luggage. I can't. Oh, for sure, 100%. Yeah, that's a small traveling tip. Okay, let's just say, I put some extra cash in when I was traveling. My first time to Canada. And that was when I lost my luggage for the first time because of, a lot of reasons. And so ever since that day, I've been like, okay, I am not going to ever, you know, put extra cash into my check-in ever again. Because I don't know, I think in my brain logic was like, okay, like what if for some reason I get like mugged, you know, on my way to Canada? You know, like what if someone steals my wallet, you know? Because Dad Beer has always taught me, you know, it's like, Alvira, your money in your wallet or anything in your wallet or on you is never worth your life. So if anyone ever puts you at like gunpoint, just give them your wallet, okay? And so for me, I'm always ready, you know, like if someone puts me at gunpoint, God forbid, I'll just like, take my wallet, right? And so for me, I was thinking like, okay, you know, if it were to happen while I'm like traveling on my way to Canada, at least I'll have some extra money, extra cash in my check-in, you know? But for some reason, I never fathomed that my check-in would get lost. And so, yeah, I lost it. You know, I checked, you know, I was just like, okay, all right, well, that's great. Put an Apple AirTag. The thing is, right, I didn't know about Apple AirTags. I didn't know about, you know, bougie stuff like that. I didn't know people were that technologically advanced, right? And so it wasn't until after my first trip to Canada, you know, that everyone was like, you should get an Apple AirTag, Elf. And I was just like, okay. And you know what happened? I got it gifted to me. I got an Apple AirTag gifted to me. And so, I've used the Apple AirTag, you know, to track my luggage since then. But I didn't know that, you know, that they apparently have to be replaced, you know, and they only last for like I thought there was a way to turn it off. There's no way to turn it off, and so even if it's not turned off, right, it's still on. And I'm just like, why? It's such a waste of battery, you know, to just have it turned on all the time. And so I don't know, I haven't gotten a new one since because I just thought it was kind of wasteful. I was just like, why would you leave the battery on and there's no way for you to like turn it off, you know? But I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. I haven't got a new one since. I should though. But yeah. But you know, yeah, just that's a small tip right there, Chai. If you want to make sure that your stuff is safe, you can like get yourself an Apple AirTag if you have, you know, like an Apple phone, and then you can track your location of your suitcase if you ever have it lost. Yeah, I didn't know people were, you know, living life like that. I was just like, what? You track your suitcase? I didn't even know you could track people on like Apple phones for the longest time, right? I don't know. I felt so boomer. that was one of the boomer moments I felt, right? I was just like, there's what? Apple AirTags? But then it scared me too, though. It scared me because I was just like, wait, but if there's Apple AirTags, doesn't that mean that people can put them into like packages that people send me and stuff, right? And so I was just like, that sounds scary. And so it was cool, but at the same time terrifying to learn about, right? And so, yeah, it's terrifying. And I remember, I think it was the first time that I got a notification, right, with my suitcase Apple AirTag. It notified me that there's an Apple AirTag, you know, that's been following me for like this amount of time. And it freaked me out at first, right? Because I forgot I had an Apple AirTag. And I was just like, what? And I was like, oh, it's mine. It's my Apple AirTag. But that's scary. It's good that it notifies you about it, but that's terrifying, you know? Like, can you imagine you're someone that just like boop, popped in Apple AirTag into like your luggage or your clothing, and you know, they thought they could track you, but they don't realize that the Apple phone, you know, lets you know if someone's tracking you, kind of thing. That's scary. That's real scary. Some people use them to track their partners by... Okay, that... If you've gotten to the point, I feel like, where you have to, like, hide an AirTag to track your partner, right? That's some other issues that you have to talk about. Because at that point, that does not sound like a healthy relationship. If you need to hide that you're, you know, tracking your partner, right? Or doing something like that, some like roundabout way to track your partner. That's a little monkas. Because, you know, people track each other, right? And that's completely normal, I feel like, right? Like, for example, you know, like Shatton has my location, I have his location. And then for friends too, right? I have my, you know, I have Tao's. You guys remember Tao? I have her location. She has my location. So tracking people is perfectly fine. But if you're at the point where you have to like hide that or like do some roundabout way to like do that, at that point, you know, that is not a healthy relationship. That's not good. Look under your car from time to time. Why? Why? That's, you know, that scares me. I'm an overthinker and I'm very anxious, you know. So that's another reason why I'm afraid to have a car too in the future. Because I don't know, like stuff like that scares me. You know, you hear stories about how like people hide in like the back of your car. You hear about stories about how people like hide, you know, or put things like on your car handle, right? And so I'm like extra paranoid about stuff like that, right? And so I think about that a lot, right? I don't have a car right now, but in the future, if I were to have my own car, you know, I feel like I'm going to be very, 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 very cautious, right? Where, I don't know. It's scary. It's really scary to think about all the things that people caution you about when you have a car, right? Especially if you're going to your car in a parking lot by yourself. There's a lot of things that, you know, I'm very wary about. Even if I'm out with, like, for example, like when, you know, Mom Beer and I used to go out and do groceries together. There are many times where I tell her about all the things that she needs to worry about when she's not with me, right? Because, yeah. I remember too, the first time, dang it, it's freaking Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I don't know if you guys ever read that as a kid, but that was a book that I read, was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, right? And so I read that, and in one of the stories, it talks about how, you know, there's a car following another car, and the person that was being followed, they thought that, you know, the car following them was terrifying, right? Which makes sense, right? Because who wouldn't be scared of a car following them? But then the person gets home, calls the police, and you know what happens? They find out that the car following them was following them because they were trying to warn them of this like person that was in their car, like behind their car, constantly trying to, you know, like unalive them, right, in the story. And so the car behind them was constantly trying to flash their high beams to scare off the person in the back seat, right? And so stuff like that like stays in the back of my head, right? And so I think about it. So stuff like that, I'm just like, you never know, chat. You can't be too cautious, you know. I feel like I might be a big overthinker, but I just feel you can't ever be too cautious in life, right? And so I'm always trying to do tips and stuff like that. Like even the whole thing, right? Like checking under your car. You might think like, oh, there's no one that'll ever like hide underneath your car, right? No. I've seen news about people that, you know, have found out that there were people hiding underneath their car waiting for them. That's terrifying. What the heck, Derpy? What do you mean that was me? What are you talking about? Oh my god. But same thing too with the car handles, right? Like nowadays, they talk about how you can't even like touch your car handle apparently without being worried that someone put some sort of like numbing agent onto the car handle, right? And so for me, if it's me, I'm gonna open the car with like a napkin, you know, or like with a cloth, or like with my sleeve, right? And so there's stuff like that too. There's stuff about how like apparently it was like this thing happening going around in the supermarket. Like I remember, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but they were talking about how at some Walmarts there were some people that were doing this new scam where they would run up to you, ask you to hold something, right? But you know, the thing that they were holding had the same like numbing agent or something like that. And so yeah, just be careful, chat. You never know. And people always wonder like, oh, you know, like there's that one question, right, that we talked about before. Like if a random stranger came up to me and asked me for a high five, would I high five them? Heck no! I'm sorry, you know, you could be the nicest person ever, but if you're a stranger asking for a high five out of nowhere, I'm not trusting it, you know? Not because, you know, the person's like sus or anything, right? It's just for me, for my own personal caution. I would not do that. I don't know. But yeah, that's me. If you ever wonder, you know, what goes through Elvira's brain, that's what goes through my brain. I'm always like alert. I'm always cautious, right, about a lot of stuff. What the? Another dab me up. I'm Flavina. Hi, Delmond. Stranger danger. If someone ran up to me and asked me to hold something or high five, my response would be like, F off. I don't know. Oh, really? I don't know. I feel like for me, I would be a little, I don't know, I'd be wary. I'd be a little worried. But I don't know. Maybe I'm too nice of a person, because my first instinct is I'm like, sure, you know, I want to be like, sure, I can help, you know, I don't mind helping. But, you know, because of all the sus things happening, I can't just be like that. Excuse me. Sorry, I had some lunch, so I'm a bit flummy right now. The 5'5" would make them no longer a stranger. Oh, heck no. For me, I have trust issues. You know, like you're a stranger to me until you know, I feel like you're not a stranger to me after like a couple times of chit-chatting and stuff. Hi, the one who walks. Welcome on in, by the way. Hello. It reminds me of the urban legend where a woman in a car thought she'd been... What the heck? What kind of urban legend is that, Admiral? A tube of Pillsbury in the back seat popped? What the... Oh, that sounds terrifying. Oh my god. But yeah, I have trust issues. It's not easy for me to let people into my heart. Like for me, I might wear my heart on my sleeve a lot, but it's not easy for me to let people in because of a lot of trust issues. Yeah. That was years ago. Now there's more stuff they can do. I saw one guy went through the trouble of stuffing AirTags into seats and... Oh! What? Putting chemicals into the AC? Oh my goodness. What, like an Airbnb or something? Break your own window and tell the cops. What? Oh. Oh my god, Derpy. I had Zell Derpy something. Not Derpy being like, got Elvira's phone number, address, Zell information. Okay, Derpy. Well, joke's on you. I have that exact same information, okay? Since I had to Zell you, alright? So, nice try, Derpy. Nice try. What the heck? Why are you leaking? Because you did it first, Derpy. You did it first, okay? Alright. First of all, it doesn't help that TikTok devolve people's mind into thinking that doing stuff like that is okay. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that's just TikTok stuff. That's long been a thing that's been a problem since like YouTube started in general, and even before YouTube, it just wasn't documented, right? It's just that things like YouTube and TikTok, you know, gave people a way to monetize doing stuff like that, unfortunately, through views, right? But that's been a thing before TikTok. That's been a thing since like YouTube time started, you know? it's been around for a very long time. It's not just through TikTok. Wear my heart on my sleeve too. Definitely more guarded after a few incidents. See, that's the thing. I still wear my heart on my sleeve, but I also have trust issues. So it's kind of contradictory, huh? But yeah, I can't help it. I'm a big old baby. I'm sensitive. What the heck? So Nina and I aren't what? Oh no! Trust me, you and Nina, like, you know, when it comes to like, you know, a group of friends, like, of course you and Nina are, you know, included. I've known you guys for so many years now. You know how many nights we've talked to each other? Okay, we've talked to each other. We've had heart to hearts. All right, so of course, you know, I would say after like 5 years of knowing each other and having like heart to hearts. Okay, Derby. All right, that'd be kind of crazy if I didn't think that, you know, we were friends. Oh my goodness. Does being an emotional person outwardly count as wearing your heart on your sleeve? Because that's definitely me. I cannot hide how I feel. Hi, Charmies! Welcome on in. Can we get a shout out for Charmies, please? I feel like yes, in a way, right? Because, like, I don't know. Like, for me, I think people that wear the heart on their sleeves are people that, you know, that just kind of... Let's search up like the actual definition of like wearing your heart on your sleeve. I think so. I'm pretty much the same way too. But hi, Charmies, how you doing today? So nice to see you again. But yeah, for those that don't know, the whole like wearing your heart on your sleeve phrase, what that means is that you openly show your feelings or emotions rather than keeping them hidden. And so that's what the definition is of wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? So yeah, it's just like being open with your emotions and your feelings, right? Rather than like hiding them. And so, yeah, I think that definitely counts. Yes. Non-malicious reason to check under your car, especially during cold season. Stray cats tend to take shelter there. Oh yeah! Hi, Amelie. Hello. Yes, 100%. That too. I think that's a very, you know, wholesome thing to check for. Hold on. Oh, I need to sneeze, but it disappeared. Dang it! It disappeared. You know, that's a trick, by the way. If you guys ever feel like you need to sneeze, a good way to kind of like activate the sneeze is look at bright light. You know, so if you have like a lamp or something, you can just look at it real quick, and it's supposed to activate the thing that gets your brain to sneeze, like the light sensitivity. But it did not work. I think I waited too long for that. Bum, 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 bum. Can't check under my car if I don't drive. Ha ha ha. That right? Can't check under your car if you don't have a car. My mom tricked me into passing through some kind of bridge between the mall and supermarket that's like 10 to 12 meters off the ground. It has glass wall. Huh? What the heck? That sounds terrifying.
Alva blob, alva blob, alva blob, alva blob, alva blob, alva bunny, alva bunny, alva bunny, alva bunny, alva bunny.
Sounds like a rap. Belle, thank you so much for the resub at 46 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you, Belle. Thank you for the 46 months. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please? Hi, Izu. Hello, Memer. Hello, Holy Moldy. Welcome on in, Maxi. Excuse me. I live in a perpetually hot climate, but it did incredibly rarely snow a few months. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. Stray cats have my heart, you know. God. The one thing, like, I used to be terrified. Like, I don't know. I kind of... So for me, right, like, I'm very anxious about a lot of stuff. And so one thing that I was anxious about was getting a home camera security system, right? Because one, I did want to get it because it is nice to know, you know, if anything does happen, just to have that extra sense of security, you know. But at the same time, it kind of like freaked me out thinking about like the potential that could happen. Because I've seen the, you know, like the footage of people having like random strangers at their door at like random hours of the night, just like doing nothing except standing there. And so stuff like that terrifies me. And so I remember I was so nervous getting like a home camera security system. But, you know, I really want to get one, not just for me, but also for the safety of my family, right? And so I remember, you know, we got that done around, you know, Christmas time, right? This last year. And so we do have like a home camera system that we have now. And it was nice because, you know, while I was away, I could check on my mom and my dad, right? While I was away. But the thing that has made me feel so much more at ease now to check the cameras is actually the cats. We have so many stray cats around our area, and so I get so happy whenever I see the cats on the camera. I'm just like, oh my god, you live around here. And so every day now I look forward to the notification on my cameras because I want to see if it's a stray cat, you know, running around. But they're all very cautious. I remember I was away and I saw this cat pop up on a camera, right, in our backyard. And then my mom went outside and you just see the cat like booking it. The cat ran all the way across, you know, and over the fence so quickly. And so, yeah, those cats are fast. No wonder I never see them. But they're so cute. You know, I just want to go out there and I want to pet them and, you know, take them inside and, you know, but I can't. Haven't met a lot of kitties. I'm allergic, but it's worth to pet them. Oh. Would you rather find... Oh! I would rather... Oh, God. Why do you have to put that predicament? Those both suck, you know? But I feel like I'd rather find the roaches compared to the one human. Because at least for the roaches, you can, you know... You can exterminate them. Right, for that human, that I don't know. I feel like even though that person could go to jail, right, and get arrested, like psychologically, that would mess with me for a very long time. Roaches, it's like, you know, you just get them exterminated and it's over with, kind of thing. That sounds terrifying. All the movies that I've seen where they have, you know, the person that's like been in their attic or in their house, like in their walls for a long time, that stuff freaks me out. I don't like that. No me gusta. Every cat someone has told me is mean always instantly comes up and rubs against my leg. Oh, I love cats. The thing is, right? Cats, they know. The more love you try to give them, the more love and affection, the more they go away from it, right? And so if you're not the type to really go up to a cat, or you're not the type to outwardly give affection to them, they will love you. They want to like earn your affection. So yeah, it's funny when people are in that situation. You're just like, huh, okay, all right. I heard a bit hostility in that one. Oh yeah, Maxie? I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Super Grump. Hello there. Welcome on in. Hello. Oh, 100%. Yeah, squatters are 100% a thing you have to worry about. 100%. Yes. You always, yes, want to check your attic. You want to check your basement. You want to check everything, right? In a house or an apartment, right? Whenever you move in somewhere, right? That's why they say it's always really important to do that before you like move in, right? So, yeah. Ba-da-bum. Let me scroll through. I'm catching up with chat. Oh my god, I'm like yapping. Let me. We're supposed to start Call of Boba in like 40 minutes. I'm gonna turn on the game so we can chat as I do a little bit Piplup hunting. Well, at least do a little bit before I hop over to Call of Boba. But yeah, let me pull it up real quick here so that we can at least start hunting for a little bit before I pop into some Call of Boba today. But yeah, today we have 2 games that we're playing. Today we're gonna start off with Pokemon so that we can hunt for shiny Piplup. And then we're going to hop into a new game called Call of Boba, which is a game where we're going to make some boba as well as run a boba shop. So that is exciting. It sounds very cute. But yeah, we're going to switch over real quick and so that I can, you know, yap as we chit chat. Excuse me. Da, da, da. It's always good to be wary when a stranger walks up to you. I've seen one or two people that act real weird when they keep asking for directions and keep insisting that I help them. I feel like too, you know, maybe it like depends on where you grew up in, right? But if you grew up in a place like New York, you kind of just learn to kind of ignore people like that, right? Because you just don't know who to trust, right? Especially in big cities like that. And so you just kind of keep on walking when that happens. What the? What are you talking about, Derpy? What the heck? What is this comment? I would high five them. Make sure to take my... Huh? What are you talking about, Derpy? Oh my gosh. Hi, Yellow Ring. Hello there, Gary. Hello there. Hi, Lena. God, we've gone to like so many different sort of conversations today already. I'm not gonna lie though, you know, I felt like today was going to be just like more of a low energy day. I didn't know if I was gonna have anything to talk about today, you know, just because I'm depressed with espresso. But it's been fun, you know. Like I say, you guys always, you know, it's always a fun time here whenever we hang out together. So I'm glad we have so much stuff we can chat about. Let me plug in my capture real quick. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. I have plugged in my controller. Thank you, Super Crumb. Hi, Legion. What do you think of my copy? I'll be honest, I did not read all of it. I was out and about, and then I got the ping about how there was something caught by AutoMod, and then I saw the paragraph, and I thought it was spam at first. I thought someone got hacked. And then I read what's the word? Spark noted it, right? So I read the first sentence and the last sentence, and then I was just like, oh, what the heck? And it was just, I was just like, man, it's just another message about you guys exaggerating about me leaving forever and not coming back, right? And so I didn't read it until I fully got back, and then I read the whole thing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cute. But at the same time, I was just like, that's a lot. But yeah, don't be careful, chat. Okay, things like that are good. But yeah, the reason why it got auto modded is because it was considered spam. Okay, Yellow Ring. It was considered spam because of how long it was. So just be a little careful in the future. But yeah, if you guys try to like put too many or too big of a message, yeah, it'll be like beep 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 spam alert. But thank you for the creative copy pasta. That was great when I finally got to read it in full detail. I was just like, oh. Boy, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak as well. Hello. I'm not gone. I'm literally right here. Okay? Don't even start, chat. I'm right here. Alright. I'm not leaving you guys forever. But yeah, I guess going back to that conversation about like wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? So once again, if you guys don't know what that means, it's essentially talking about like openly expressing your feelings, right? And so I don't know. Do you guys feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve? Or do you feel like you don't wear your heart on your sleeve? Like I said, for me, I feel like I wear my heart on my sleeve. I also have trust issues. And it's been like that for a very long time. Let me swap over to the gaming scene real quick. Alright. Okay. Oh, why does it look that? Situational on the person. I don't know how to be in other ways, so might as well. Be genuine. Did you see my recent fan art? Will be my test subject since I got gifted a cricket. Wait. Whoa. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Let me bring out my controller too. Okay, I have my controller. Let me see. Oh god. my goodness. Wait, that's so cute. Oh my god. I am honored. I'm honored to be your first test subject for your cricket. That is so cute. Those sketches are so cute. Oh my god. I'm so excited. If you wanna, show me the rest of your updates as you make them, please feel free to share in the Discord. Or if you wanna, send it to me personally or something to just see, please feel free to do that too. I would love to see the progress of it. It looks so cute. Oh my god, Mewy. Thank you so much for drawing me, let alone making me your first test subject for your cricket. Oh my gosh, and over here a sticker sheet. That's so cute. Thank you, Mewy. Thank you. My heart. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Yeah, if you guys want to see, it's in the Discord. I won't put it on blast in case Mewy wants to keep it more like private. But yeah, it's so cute. That is adorable. Adorable. Let me fix my counter. I don't know why it looks like that. But yeah, in terms of me, I feel like, I am someone that tends to wear my heart on my sleeve. But I'm also... I'm the type of person where, I also have trust issues. And so I tend to hold back a little bit more. But it's weird in a way, because I was pretty... I held back a lot more before streaming, and I feel like streaming has helped me kind of, be a bit more open and expressive about how I feel. But I feel like, trust issues and stuff like that don't go away just like that. So I still have that. So it's like a weird contradiction, I feel like, for myself. Just like, I have trust issues, but I also feel like I've, worn my heart on my sleeve more nowadays in the past couple of years or few years. Okay, trackers on, and then capture. There it is! Oh, yay! Yes, it is that time of the week again. It is time for our Piplup hunt. But not for long. Today's not going to be as long, just because, once again, I am going to be hopping into a new game as well today. Right? We're going to do 2 games today. Hi, Nimby! Welcome on in. Good evening, Gombawa. How you doing today, Nimby? Hello, Fish Frogs, as well. And to those watching on the YouTube side, I hope you guys are having a very wonderful Tuesday so far. The other game is called Call of Boba. It's a cute game where you get to make boba as well as run a boba shop. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very, very excited to play. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I just need to double check if my number's correct for it. I know, right? The art is so charming. I've been following Call of Boba's updates as they popped up on Twitter for a hot minute. And so I'm very grateful. They actually sent me a key for the game. And so I'm very grateful to receive the key and be able to, play the game with you all and show it off to y'all in case you guys were curious about the game too. I mean, I was already planning on getting the game in the first place. So, to get a key from them, I'm very grateful. Let me see. Is this number correct? But yeah, I love sharing games with you guys, Especially games that I think would be really enjoyable for y'all. Because I like comfy games. You guys know me. I love my simulation games. It's not apparent from all the sims I play, right? And so, yeah, I am very excited to play this. I love shop simulators, especially. Shop simulators is like where I started for my simulator games. You would think it's farming sims, but no. My first simulator game was a coffee shop / lemonade stand simulator. And so, yeah. Oh, wait, we're at 6146. 6146.
Unbelievable. It's been 2 whole years. Thanks for everything. Alve Heart.
Oh my gosh, Captain Sawyer. Captain Sawyer, thank you so much for the resub at 2 whole years. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop again. I hope you also enjoy your stay as a tea bun for another month at least, if not more. But thank you so much for the 2 whole years. Thank you so much, Captain Sawyer. What the heck? Thank you for everything. Oh my gosh. I didn't do anything. I feel like, you know, I'm a little goofy gremlin streamer on, you know, her little corner of Twitch. And so I'm glad that, you know, you guys come out here to hang out with me, listen to me yap and talk about a bunch of random stuff. Thank you for taking that time to watch me for these past 2 years. Thank you, Captain Sawyer. Can we get some hype and love in the chat, please, for that 2-year resub? That's big. That's huge. 2 whole years. But yeah, my first simulator game was a lemonade stand game or coffee stand. I can't remember what came first. Is it the lemonade stand first or the coffee stand first? But yeah, I remember that was my first simulator game. It was on coolmath.com, right? Cool Math Games. And so, yeah, ever since then, I was like, oh my god, I love simulator games. It's fun, you know. You get to try out different occupations and different lives of stuff without, like, the stress for the most part when you play games like that. When are we getting a shop simulator where you have to choose between brands? I think that'd be so fun, you know? Like, yeah, you have competing brands that come up to you with offers and you have to decide which one to do. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun. I love it. I love shop simulators. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Yes. First simulator game I played was a game called Ninja Village. Ninja Village! Oh, thank you for the water, Nova! Hello! Let me drink some water. Bum, bum, bum. Hi, Gothic! Welcome on in! Hello, hello. Hi, Shiny Green Dino. Nice to see you too. Oh, I forgot! Thank you, Day! Oh, I completely forgot. God, I've been away for like 1 month. Oh, 1 week. And I already forgot to do the prediction. Oopsie! Okay, first prediction. We'll do 6,175. Okay, because we're about to hit 50. So we'll do 75 as our first prediction for today, okay? So if you guys want to vote on if I will get a shiny Piplup or a shiny Starly by that point, please feel free to go ahead and vote right now. Not 6150, just because we're so close. I gave the points back last time for 6150, so we'll do 6175. Yeah. Ah, Kaido's soft. Cute pixel style. Hi, Gothic. Yeah, I just changed the counter because I thought I was at 6125, but I'm actually at 61. I stopped at 6145, and so yes, I am upping the counter as we go. You're broke now, Maxie. Oh wait, Ninja Village looks so cool. Wait, it looks so cute. It kind of reminds me of a farming sim game, like Harvest Moon style. That's cute. But yeah, I first got into like shop simulators, and then I got into farming sims, and then it was over because farming sims had love, you know, mixed in there, and I was like, oh yeah, I love love, you know. And so I really got into the farming sims with the romance involved. Hey, excuse me. Shop roguelike simulator. Hi, Void. Avoid Dasani and Nestle for your water aisle. What do you want me to have in my water aisle? Kirkland water? That's a good choice, right? We love Kirkland water, but then Costco might come after me. Oh, that'd be so cool though. If like actually, I don't know if they'd ever do that, but that'd be cool though if you could see like Costco pop up as a brand for a shop simulator, and then you just stick with Costco, right? You know, when I was younger, I think Dasani was like one of the first water brands I had that tasted different. And so I was like, oh my God, just kind of good. And then after that, like years later, I found out that a lot of people don't like the taste of Dasani. And I was like, oh, but I don't know. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I need to have this water brand. I think I'm okay with water. Like as long as it's, like if it's bottled water, I'll drink any bottled water, you know? I don't mind. Brita, you know, we had a Brita filter. We drink water through Brita filter. The only water that I'm a bit hesitant to drink is tap water, just because I've grown up not drinking tap water, right? Usually the tap water, we always boil it in the water kettle, or we just drink bottled water, right? And so for me, the only tap water that I drank was at school, right? Like back when you're at the water fountain after recess, and for some reason that water just tastes amazing. Like I remember that was the most hydrating drink of water I've ever had. Is every day after recess, you know, you come back inside, you line up at the water fountain and get a drink of water. It was just amazing. Like that was the most crisp, like fresh water that you've had tasted in your life at that point, you know, at like elementary school age, right? But then it's interesting because as a teacher that had to bring in, you know, my students to go drink at the water fountain, all I can think about is how nasty those fountains are. Because some people, and not even children, okay? Because I've seen an adult, a full-on adult at university, put their whole mouth on the faucet. And I'm not saying like kissing it. They put the whole faucet into their mouth to drink water. And ever since I don't know, like I thought it was only children that did that. But no, those faucets are nasty. And so even like at university, I can't trust it. Whenever I got water from the water fountain at university, it would always be through the water bottle feature because there are adults that put their whole mouth on the faucet. Yes, Scratchy, they did that. I was sitting at my little corner that I sit at whenever I would eat lunch, because I don't eat lunch, you know. Or I used to, so for my like lunch predicament or situation when I was at university, I remember freshman year, I was like, I got food from the food truck. I would sit in the garden at university, you know, sit on the benches because I'm fresh air, right? And then sophomore year, I went to the library, you know, eat some food and did my homework and stuff. And then I did that for junior year. And then senior year, I think I was just tired of like fighting for my spot at the library. And so I used to just like sit in this like corner of my school, right? For my college. And so I would sit in this corner of this hallway, right? And I would sit on this sofa, you know, comfy cozy, have my tablet, you know, that I did my homework on. I had my food and my little cranny, you know, where I sat. And in front of me was like a hallway where there was a water fountain. And I kid you not, there was a guy that came up to the water fountain. He put his whole mouth on the faucet and drank the water. And you know what was crazy? I kid you not. Like, I think a week after, there was a warning about how people were getting sick from the water fountain, right? And so they were warning people to not drink from the water fountain and how you'd only have to drink water from like the bottle like feature to get water from the bottle function of the water fountain. And so yeah, after that I was just like, okay, all right, yeah. I knew it. I knew there was a good reason why I don't trust water fountains. Oh, yeah. I don't think he was French kissing the fountain, but he had his whole mouth on it, though. You know? I don't like those water fountains in public anyway, as much as public restrooms and I do not like porta potties, you know? Yeah, you know. Same thing too. I try to avoid, you know, public bathrooms or porta potties as much as possible. But, you know, that's why I'm really glad that people are starting to implement more of the things that make it a bit more, you know, touch friendly. So in terms of like, you know, for public bathrooms, right? I see nowadays they have a lot more of like the foot handle where you can use your foot to open the door as opposed to like opening the door with your hand. Because for me, I like to grab a towel to open the, the door, because that's nasty. You don't know how many people don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. And you think I'm exaggerating, right? I thought I was too. I thought I was being dramatic in my brain, like overthinking. But no, the amount of times I've seen people walk out of a bathroom without washing their hands in the airport bathrooms where there's a lot of people, it's disgusting. It's nasty. It's like no one taught them to wash their hands in their lives before, leaving the bathroom. And so, yeah, ever since I, seen the amount of people that don't wash their hands before like leaving the restroom, let alone touching the door handle to leave the restroom, I've been taught from a very young age to just like use a towel to open, or use the paper towel to open the door, or to like use your sleeve, if you don't have a paper towel or something like that. Yeah, foot handles are great. Foot handles are amazing. I love it. Also, it's nice. Carry around some, some Lysol wipes if you can. I have that on me. I have it right here. You hear it? Right here. I have my wet wipes right here. Oh my god. Oh, I fell. Oops. Ew. Ew. Sipping ground. Ew. That's nasty. Oh god. Ew. Oh god. I've been extremely germophobic since 2018. I haven't been sick since, so it's definitely worth it to be clean. Hi, cockleberries. Welcome on in. I don't know. I would say I'm pretty, pretty germophobic myself too. But I get sick. I got sick. You can be as protected as possible, but you never know. It could be your family. It could be your family that you get sick from, right? You never know. Unless you live by yourself. You live by yourself, there's like low chance of, getting sick at home from other people. But if you live with other people, you never know. I've yelled at far too many people when I see them immediately walk out of the bathroom without washing up. And then there's some people too, right? There's some people too where they just like wash your hands, but they don't wash their hands. They just like run their hands under the water. Or you have people that like put soap on, but they don't even like wash their hand with the soap to lather it. They like put the soap on and then they use the water and wash it off instantly. Just like, like, I don't know. Oh god. Hi, Salty. It's okay. We'll get it eventually, right? Right? Piplup Shiny is super hard to notice, and Scarlet and Violet Hope is noticeable. It's not really noticeable. You kind of have to wait for the sparkle animation void, but it's okay. I'm ready. I remember in 2019, I finally got back to teaching after a month of being sick. First day back, a child coughed. Yep. I've had children sneeze in my face. I've had children cough in my face. You just kind of have to be ready, because kids, if they're not taught to do that, right? They just don't understand. And so, yeah, I made it a thing for the kids in my class. I was like, okay, we're going to learn how to be clean, okay? We're going to learn how to not spread germs to each other. So, yeah. And for me, I'm the type of person where when I teach, I'm the teacher that likes to, I like to get on face level, with the children, because I don't want them to feel intimidated. And so I squat down to their level and I talk to them face to face. And so, yeah, the times that the children have sneezed and cough, it's directly in my face because I like to talk one-on-one with them, and I kind of regret it in that moment when it happens. Ew! Oh, okay. It hasn't been that bad. Oh my god. Oh no. If one game happening in Korean school is to be trusted, they have a sink on corridors. I like that too. I like that a lot. Yeah, in a lot of the eastern side of the world with schools, right? They have sinks outside too, just out and about. I think that's quite nice. Bum bum. Hello, Ayo Kawami. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. I still don't believe there are people who don't accept that humans are animals. It's so obvious. Hi, Sana. You got auto-modded. I think that was for your own good. Sometimes some information you don't want to spread on the internet, Sometimes that type of stuff is some stuff you want to keep to yourself, So I I think Autobot did you a favor, Sona Baka. Oh god, oh god. You know, stuff like that, I feel like I don't need to know about. Like, you know, we're close, chat, but there's some things I don't need to know about. Hi, Ashley. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Nice try, Maxi. I've seen you do that in Nina's stream. Nice try. Okay. All right, nice try. Mm-hmm. Bum, bum. Oh, good luck, Arisu. The amount of people that think 2 seconds of just water is washing your hands. I like to give them the benefit of the doubt that they just weren't taught how to wash your hands properly. Hence, you know, why they have so many, you know, diagrams of how to wash your hands properly, right? Whenever you go wash your hands. Especially, thank God, you know, after, like I feel like when COVID was a thing, a lot of bathrooms made sure to have those diagrams, right? And so I'm really glad that, you know, if people did not learn about how to be sanitary growing up, they have those diagrams to learn how to be sanitary, right? And how to properly wash your hands. What the heck? Taken by the elder ones? Who's the elder ones? Yeah. Okay, never mind. What are you guys doing? What is going on? Message shiny Piplup. Message redacted. Massage enjoyed. Message completed. Now that I've gone to Pokemon and now know more into the games, what's your top 3 favorite Pokemon? Ooh, Chikorita, Ninetales, and God, what will be my third one? I know those 2 are my top favorites because there's a period where I just kept like going back and forth between Chikorita and Ninetales. But my last favorite Pokemon... Ooh, that's hard because there's a lot of Pokemon that I like. But I don't know what would be my like top 3. Base Ninetales, because that's what I grew up with. I grew up with base Ninetales. I love Alolan form Ninetales, so it's kind of like in there too. But I love, you know, the base because that's what I grew up with. With Chikorita, Ninetales, and I want to say Blaziken just because Blaziken was also one of my favorite Pokemon that I grew up with. Like my first starters I played with were Torchic and Piplup, right? And so I'm very biased. A little more towards, you know, Torchic though, because Torchic was my first starter technically that I played. Because I played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl first. But the game that I actually like started playing story-wise first was Emerald, right? And so I really, really liked my Blaziken. So I would say probably Chikorita, Ninetales, and I want to say Blaziken. But then a quick follow-up would be Empoleon. I don't know. But I can say at least my top 2 favorites are Chikorita and Ninetales. Chikorita is because of the anime, right? Where Ash guides Chikorita. And then Ninetales was because I thought Ninetales was such a pretty Pokemon. So Ninetales was one that I liked a lot. I don't have a third one that I think of like right off the spot. That Vulpix stares into your soul. Spread from the front desk all the way. Huh? Oh yeah, she's like full on, you know, she's a little brat. Chikorita's a little brat, you know. I even though I loved her, I knew she was annoying. She was very annoying, you know, because of how much she was obsessed with Ash, that she was mean to the other Pokemon until that one episode where she had character development, right? But yeah, I knew she was annoying. I got annoyed with her too, but I loved her, you know, how much she loved Ash and how cute she was. But dang, she was annoying. She's like, yeah, she's like tsundere yandere vibes. Yeah, she's like the bratty yandere. You with brother? Huh? Who? I'm a weirdo. I like most of the fox Pokemon. Am I a weirdo? No, it's not a weirdo. There's lots of different Pokemon, you know, lovers out there. Oh! I don't know if I would. Actually, no, I can't say that after covering the Yandere rap. I'm all Dedes at the same time. It's out of control. Have you done the quiz? There is a quiz out there, actually, where it kind of like tests you to see what kind of Dede you are. Right? Apparently, I'm a Dede. I thought I would get like Tsundere, but no, I'm a Dede. And I was like, oh. And if you don't know what Dedes are like lovey-dovey types, right? So think of like Nagisa from Clannad. That was like the first example. And our what's her name from Nisekoi? The brown hair girl. She's also a Dede. It's just like very, very lovey-dovey. Oh no, Deda! Yes! My favorite girl! My best girl, okay? My personal best girl. Onodera. I loved Onodera. God. She was best girl in my eyes. I don't care how the manga ended. She was my favorite. But Neri hates you with the strength of the gods. You know, you would think, right? You would think I would like more bunny Pokemon because I'm a bunny. But I don't know. Baneri I liked because she was cute, but it wasn't like my favorite. Best girl but forgot her name. Yes, I'm a fraud. There's so many favorite girls that I like from a lot of anime, but I forget their names because I have bad memory. But I remember though, oh man, if you ask Lacia, I was getting heated. I got so heated about the Chitoge versus Onodera debate, right? And I was so livid at the ending of Nisekoi, right? But at the same time though, you know, it's been years, you know. I've accepted how it ended. Do I like it? No, but I've accepted the ending. Baneri, her evolution though, what happened to her eyes? Oh, how they give her like the more realistic bunny eyes as Lopunny. I didn't think too much about it actually. You know, I didn't think too much about Lopunny at all. I just thought Lopunny was a really cute design. And then I learned about the internet and how the internet is so cursed in so many ways when it comes to Pokemon characters. God, Vaporeon and Lopunny. I don't hate bunnies. I do not. Except for the Easter Bunny. Me and the Easter Bunny, we have some beef. I was kidding. There's no beef between us, but I don't know. The Easter Bunny's just kind of creepy, you know? Except for in Rise of the Guardians. That Easter Bunny was fine. But the other Easter Bunnies that I've seen, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, internet says about a lot of Pokemon. Yeah. You know, there's like two sides of Pokemon I feel like growing up, right? Or like three sides, right? There's like the normie side, where you just kind of like Pokemon, just for like the surface level Pokemon, right? And then there was like the more like detailed Pokemon side, where you have people making like, what were they called? Gijinka, right? Which is like Pokemon, but they made them like humanoid into like really cool designs, kind of like OC style, right? If that makes sense. And I was on that side, right? I was on like that side of Tumblr where I just saw so many like cool designs of Pokemon being turned into outfits, right? And then you have the other side that I did not know about, which is the other side where some people kind of, you know, made spicy art of Pokemon, both as like the humanoid version and as the Pokemon version. And so I did not know that there was that side until I got a lot older. But for me, you know, I was into stuff like this. Like I was really into OCs. Like this one. Like this was one of the first OCs that I saw that someone made of like a humanoid, you know, Gardevoir. And I thought it was so cool. I was so into all these designs of Pokemon as like humans. Look at that! That's so pretty! I was so into art like that, where people would just like make different outfits of Pokemon. And so I was on that side of Tumblr, you know? That side of the internet. And then yeah, they have the other side. And there's nothing wrong with the other side, right? It was just surprising for me because I guess I just, I just was not familiar that people were into Pokemon like that, right? And so if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. We don't yuck other people's yums here. That L being Dr. What's that? Who is that? Who's that? Huh? Who that? Bum 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 bum. Okay, let me update this right here. Ash kissed Serena and Ash. Oh no. Ash did not kiss Serena. There was no on-screen kiss. What happened was that it was like the scene where Serena's leaving, right? And then Serena, she kind of like pops up the escalator, I believe, and she leans into Ash. And so they don't show it on screen, but there's kind of like a subtle hint that she kind of kissed him on the cheek, I believe, kind of thing. And so she blushes and then she like walks away. But yeah, he did not kiss. Ash has never initiated any sort of like any sort of, like affection, I feel like, towards the girls companions that he's traveled with, right? And so yeah, it was just kind of implied that Serena gave him a kiss on the cheek for the series. Hi, meow. Not that I yuck everyone's yum. That sounds exhausting. Hi, Hugo. Thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Hello. Hi. The Gardevoir life-size plush. It looks so cool. I've seen the life-size plushies and it looks so cool. Like, I remember when I was younger, right? I really wanted to have the life-size Snorlax to lay on, right? I thought it was just like such a comfy looking beanbag style, but make it Pokemon. And I thought that was really cute. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see. He stole Misty's bike though. Yeah, it's called theft. I don't know what kind of romance you have in mind, but that's called theft. It looks cool, but the internet... Oh, I didn't see anything in regards to like the sussy side. If there's like a sussy side of it, I just thought it was cool. I was just like, wow, a life-size plush. That's big and expensive. It's very expensive. See, that sometimes it's not meant to be, Yellow Ring. Sometimes that's like a sign, right? That it was not meant to be. It's good though, chat. It's good, not impulse buy. Very important. You know who else is cute? You and the girlies. Ha ha ha. It's only theft until you steal her heart. Huh? What kind of mentality is that, Super Grump? Okay, so for Super Grump, right? That's Super Grump strat. So if you ever get something stolen by Super Grump, be wary of, him trying to steal your heart. What the heck? Plant. Oh my goodness. Parasols and bows. I love a cute parasol. I have a parasol. I still have that parasol that I got from Japan a few years ago, right? And I want to use it, but at the same time I also don't want to use it because, I don't know, it's so cute, right? But people don't really use parasols here. Who knows? Maybe I'll use it for the Cherry Blossom Festival this year. But I love parasols. So cute. Many people found the price worth it. I mean, yeah, when it comes to a big plushie like that, especially in the Pokemon franchise, there's a lot of people that will find a lot of things, worth it. because of the die-hard Pokemon fans, but also, too, plushies are very, you know, expensive to make. I don't know if you guys know, but plushies are one of the most expensive things that you can have as merch just because of the time and the cost. And so, yeah, nowadays when I see plushies that are expensive, especially if they're custom plushies, you know, I'm not surprised at how much they cost. Hi, Oreos. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Saving for Switch 2 just to play more Pokemon games again. Or... Ah, yeah! The Switch 2 Direct is supposed to happen on April 2nd, right? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they have for the Direct. Hi, Princess Yuki! I did not expect that. 500 for a life-size Gardevoir. It's huge! It's gigantic! Like, here, let's get the dimensions for the life-size Gardevoir, okay? Life-size Gardevoir. Okay. It is 63 inches, okay? And... Oh my god, why am I getting a security check? And from the look of it, that's very detailed. Like the detail that goes into making the Gardevoir. I don't know if you've seen it before, right? But Gardevoir is sort of like a hard Pokemon to kind of make a plushie out of just because Gardevoir has a very specific face. And I feel like the face is quite easy to mess up. So the amount that they have to go into like making the face details, the, you know, the little like, the outfit, right? For Gardevoir's like dress look, there's a lot of details, so I'm not surprised that a life-size plushie of that caliber is that expensive. And then too, you know, because of the branding, right? With Pokemon, of course, some things are going to be a bit overpriced because of the brand. And so, yeah, I'm not surprised at how much it is. And then you have the scalpers. Like, I'm looking at it right now. There's someone selling it for $1,095 on eBay. So, yeah, you have them scalpers that are trying to make a, you know, make some money off of the collectors that were not able to get it during the pre-order. I have not been playing Rune Factory recently. I've been excited for the new Rune Factory, but have not been playing Rune Factory recently. Since I was away for, like... I wasn't playing games, really, during that, you know, week that I was away. And then you guys know me. Before that, I was playing a bunch of Monster Hunter, a bunch of Marvel Rivals, right? But yeah, I do want to get back into more Rune Factory to catch up before the new Rune Factory comes out. You know, I'm pretty sure there is a life-size Wailord plush. Yes! Okay. Never mind. It's not life-size because that'd be ridiculous. But it is gigantic. So the gigantic Wailord Poké plush is 57 inches, which is surprising because that means that is actually shorter than the Gardevoir. Gardevoir is 63 inches, and then the Wailord plush from the Pokemon Center was actually only 57 inches. So the Wailord is bigger than the Gardevoir is bigger than the Wailord. But yeah, a life-size Wailord, I don't think anyone would be able to fit that unless you had like a mansion or something. Oh, God. The romance options in the new Rune Factory look amazing. Oh, yeah? Do you have someone in mind that you already want to marry based off the looks? Can you even make a life-size Wailord? When there's a will, there's a way. I feel like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone took that onto their own accord to do that. Right, yeah. If people have the money and the you know, the means to do it, I think probably could do it. Yeah, exactly, right? They made the life-size Gundam in Japan, right? So, wouldn't be surprising if they made a life-size Wailord. Hi, Powers! Welcome on in. How you doing today? You know, though, if they did do that, I feel like that would be some sort of, like, Pokemon cruise. You know what I mean? Like, imagine like a cruise, but Wailord instead as, like, the cruise ship. But at the same time, though, I don't think that'd be very plausible. Because cruise ships have a very specific design to them, right? To keep things safe and afloat. And so I feel like if anything, it would be like a short-term boat ride sort of attraction if they made a life-size whale lord. So something to kind of like market it, but also to make it interactable so that something of that cost isn't like a lost investment, right? So it'll probably be some sort of attraction if they made a life-size whale lord. Just paint the bow as a whale lord face. Yeah, Titanic whale lord. How was your trip? It was good. My trip was nice. It was a really nice trip. I yapped all about it on my return stream. So if you want to listen to me yap more about it, you can listen there. I don't want to repeat and sound like a broken record for those that have already heard me talk about it so much. Yeah, SS Whale Lord and Life Rafts are whale lord. Oh, that'd be cute! Oh my god, that sounds cute. You might have some exclusive gunpla at the World's Fair when I go this year. I should pack a larger suitcase. What's the World's Fair? Is that the same thing as like the Gundam event that they were holding? I know they held that last year. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But you know, when it comes to big corpos like that, like, you know, like Disney and Pokemon, they have the money, you know, and if they want to do that, they could do that for the attraction for sure, to make some extra buck, extra money. Yeah. Hack Feather, I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for lurking. Hey! Thank you for the water. Hey. Let me drink some of my tea. World's Fair is an event that's been going on for like 100 years. It's changed a lot over the years, but the ice cream cone was invented there. Oh! I never heard about the World's Fair. Or at least I don't remember it. What? Eiffel Tower was built for a World's Fair too? Oh, so there was a World's Fair in Paris? In France? Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's see. Will I get it? That is the question. 61.75. And I think at 61.75, I will swap over to Call of Boba. So a bit of like a shorter, you know, Piplup hunting session today. But that's okay. We did a lot of yapping too. Ah, this year's World's Fair is in Osaka. When is it, like, typically? Is it in the summer? I hope it's not in the summer, because that sounds like it'd be very hot to have it in Osaka in the summer. I want to go to Osaka someday. The food there. I want to try the different type of okonomiyaki that they have there. God, I love okonomiyaki. It's so good. Oh, it's a bunch of months. Interesting. From May to September. That's a very long period. Wow, what the heck? I like okonomiyaki as well, Black Iris. It's just so good. I think my favorite was okonomiyaki that had mochi in it. I remember I tried okonomiyaki with mochi in it as well as with cheese in it, right? And it was so good. It was different, you know, but it was really good. I feel like you can't go wrong with mochi and cheese. Oh, it's so good. I'm finally going to leave America for the first time. And go to Japan! Oh my gosh! What plans do you have? Like, do you have ideas of where you want to go in Japan? Already do something play? Or like what you want to do? Let me know. Oh, the Osaka's World Fair has been planning since at least 2018. Oh, so it's not like an annual thing. Is it kind of like low-key like the Olympics? Where it's like once every few years? Mochi in it? Now that sounds interesting since I usually have sweet mochi instead of savory. Yeah, mochi doesn't have to be just sweet, right? Like if you wanted to, you can also make, for example, there's like fried mochi where you can like, you know, you can fry it on the pan, and then you can put some soy sauce on it and wrap it with some seaweed. That's like a savory mochi mixture you can have, right? So yeah, mochi doesn't have to be sweet. Mochi can be savory as well. It's really good. It just adds like that texture to it, you know what I mean? That nice extra texture. Mostly tourist stuff in Tokyo, and most likely eat lots of food. Okay. All right. I recommend the Mega Don Quixote in Shibuya. I feel like, you know, it's one of the things I recommend, especially if you're looking for some souvenirs that don't break your bank account, right? But also like a nice fun place just to visit. But yeah, Mega Don Quixote in Shibuya is a fun place to go. At 6 a.m? Huh? Why at 6 a.m? Why that time specifically, Shinobi? Is that the time that you went to go to Mega Don Quixote? I tried mochi ice cream before, but it had like flour on it. Hi, Powers! So I think the reason why they have flour on it usually is because mochi is very sticky. And so usually when they put flour on mochi, it's because they don't want it to stick to the surface, right? And so yeah, sometimes if it has like too much flour, you can always like pat it off. But for the most part, the flour is supposed to be there to help it from sticking to the surface that it's on. Hi, Powers! Hello there! The world isn't awake yet. You don't like the hustle and bustle? I'm just kidding. It was awful. Not gonna lie. There were so many tourists the time that I went to Mega Don Quixote. And I felt like I was fighting for my life trying to get some stuff. Because when I went there, I was trying to get a bunch of skincare products, right? In Japan, because I use a lot of Japanese skincare products and makeup. And so it was rough. It was real rough. Gonna spend 4 to 5 days in Osaka, then 1 day in Hiroshima, then the rest of the trip we split between Kyoto and Tokyo. I need to book hotels ASAP. Oh, 100%, especially since, you know, it's been picking back up again for tourism over there. Don Quixote is so intimidating, overloaded senses. Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you don't want to be overloaded, then I don't recommend Mega Don Quixote then. Yeah, the regular Don Quixote might be less, you know, intimidating. I just like Mega Don Quixote because I like everything being in one place. It was nice to go to like each floor and kind of just like get stuff I wanted on each floor. It felt like just like a big, you know, a big mall. It felt bigger than like a regular Don Quixote, but smaller than like a big mall in the States. You know what I mean? Do you need... Wait, so how does this work? If you have a Costco membership, like for example in the States, is your Costco membership valid in Japan? Or do you have to have like a Japanese Costco membership to go to the Costco in Japan? I've always wondered that. I don't know. I've never had Turkish delights before. Oh, Yokai Watch 1 for the Switch. You could go to like Mandarake. Mandarake or Book Off. They usually have stuff that are pre-owned or stuff that's older. So I recommend Mandarake or specifically Book Off if you're looking for an older game or older anime series or even like CDs and stuff. Like for example, if you want like K-pop, right? If you want K-pop CDs or K-pop, you know, packages that they have those at Book Off too, right? Like just because you're in Japan doesn't mean that they don't have other, you know, forms of media from around the world. Like there were so much K-pop bundles that are being sold at Book Off in Japan because they just have a whole floor for, you know, electronics. Right? I like the organization. I love organization, and so if I go to a place that has really good organization, it makes my life a whole lot easier. And when life is easier, that's amazing. That's why, like, for example, there is a Book Off in New York, right? That Brovere and I went to. And it's like, it's okay. It's good in the sense that it is like a Book Off that you would see in Japan. But in terms of organization, it's definitely not the same level of organization that they have in Japan. Book Off, like Book Off in Japan, I felt like everything's so neat and tidy. It felt like I was there's a section in Book Off figurines that people go to, and in Japan everything was organized by series. You know, like it was like when I went, it was a bunch of Kuroko no Basket stuff. You know, and even the Kuroko no Basket stuff was organized by character. But here, when I went to New York, right? When I went to go to the book off in New York, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, there was just no organization. A bunch of the stuff had fallen to the floor. And yeah, you were like, if you were looking for a specific character, it was like looking for a needle in a haystack because there's so much stuff. And so I really appreciate how much it's organized in Japan. And for example, if you're looking for a specific series, you can even go to the staff, and the staff was like, oh yeah, if you're looking for this series, the series can be found right here. And you're just like, oh my God, bless you. Bless your heart. Thank you, Delmond. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by today. Good night. The reason why I'm going next year and not this year is because I need to work on my Japanese because it's very, very broken. You don't have to know Japanese, though, to go travel in Japan. Japan is actually, unless you're going to the countryside, Japan's pretty up to date with their English as well, in terms of like going around places that have English too. And a lot of menus have English on there as well. And you can always use Google Translate. You know, it might not be the perfect translation, but it helps you, right? Like, you don't need to know Japanese to go to Japan, especially if you're not going to the countryside. If you're going to the countryside, like for example, if you're going to like a ryokan or something, maybe you'll need to know Japanese. But like, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but Wappo went to Japan. He went to one of those like, you know, fancy ryokans. And even there, you know, even though they couldn't perfectly communicate with each other, they were still able to make do and, you know, host Wappo there at the ryokan, and he was able to get what he wanted there too. So you don't need to know Japanese, perfect Japanese, let alone to be able to travel around in Japan, especially if you're going to places like Tokyo. They're very English speaking friendly. Oh, American Costco membership works in Japan. Okay, that's amazing. Does that apply too for the other Costcos around the world? Turkish Delight is delicious, though never had the actual thing, just the chocolate covered version called Big. What is that name? Big Turk? Huh? Hi Bean, welcome on in. Are you gonna be forced to graduate? Hi Nappa, when you finally get a shiny... God no, I want to play with my shiny Pokemon. You know, I want to go around and fight gyms with my shiny Pokemon. I'm not the type of person to like collect the shiny Pokemon and leave it. I want to fight and use it and see in battle and see that shiny, annoying little every time that it pops out of the Pokeball. I want to see it. I don't get it just to get it. I get it because I want to use it. Hi Nappa, long time no chit chat. Hope you've been doing well. I didn't know Costco membership is global. Been to any game themed structures? No, I've seen the Square Enix restaurant, like the cafe, and I've seen the Kirby themed cafe, but I've never been into one. But they look really cool from the videos I've seen online. Oh, you're fine. Do something, Flay. You don't have to. I think it's perfectly fine. You know, there are plenty of people that have gone to, you know, gone to Japan that is not just American, but people that just don't speak Japanese that have gone there, you know, and they're quite friendly towards tourists as long as you're being respectful, right? So it's fine. I think it'll be fine. But, you know, if it's just like a personal preference, like if you just for your own comfort want to learn it, then, you know, that's fine too. But I just want to reassure people that you don't have to know Japanese if you want to go to Japan. Like if that's what's holding you back. Yeah, Google Translate is quite nice. They even have like the camera feature. I don't know if you guys know, right? But there's a camera feature if you have the Google Translate app where you can just like hold your camera over a piece of text and then it'll translate the text on that item that you have. So it's really helpful if you need stuff like finding out what a menu has too, food-wise. I would assume so. I know, Shinobu. We had that chit-chat last time too about bulgogi bake versus chicken bake. I really enjoy the chicken bake. That chicken bake is so good. I still think about it. I'm just like, oh man, I want a chicken bake again. Be sure to carry your passport through Japan. I got stopped once randomly by security because they thought I was sus or something. Really? I wonder where that was. I haven't heard of that happening to anyone that has gone before in my circle. Delicious chocolate bar. I recommend seeing it if it's available nearby. Okay. What do you do what now in this game? You don't just collect shinies? Yeah, in this game, after you collect the shiny, you can use them in battles. Today I learned that Costco membership is global. Do you have Pokemon Home? I did. I did have Pokemon Home where I kept my shiny Pokemon. But then I transferred it. I transferred it into I forget what game I transferred it into, but there's a game that has all my shiny Pokemon that I've ever caught. Oh no, Nappa. Congratulations though on the new job. I hope the new job is going well. But I'm glad that we can chit chat. Yeah, I've had other chatters as well, right? Where they've gotten a job and they aren't able to come hang out as much anymore, and I'm just like, it's okay. You know, you're always welcome to come back and catch up. I don't, you know, for me, there's no such thing as like friendship decay for me, right? And same thing with like chat decay. There's no such thing as chat decay for me. Like if you haven't come and chat for a while, you know, the next time you pop in, it will just be like the last time that we chatted. Respect and etiquette are very important in Japan. Don't be like that one guy who purposely... It's not just in Japan. Respect and etiquette are important, you know, I feel like in a lot of places, right? I feel like, you know, maybe it's just human nature, I feel like. But I think it's important to have respect and proper etiquette wherever you go. Not the IRL Shishingo! Can you imagine? I start going around Japan like, I remember this in Shishingo. I know what this is. You just treat you go to Tokyo and you treat Tokyo like a little quiz for yourself. What is Google Assistant? What's that? I'm sorry, do something play. I feel like, yeah, whenever I stream, we always eventually get to the topic of food. And I get hungry too. The detail, the translator app specifically designed for Japanese translation. Oh, I have that for YouTube. Like sometimes I watch YouTube streams and then they talk in Japanese, right? And then there is an extension called DeepL where it can translate like the, you know, the conversation if you want to practice your Japanese but also have it translated. So I've used the extension version for the browser, but I've never used the translator app if it's an app. Good casual job, decent income, get to go to college for free. So, oh, wait, that's awesome! You get to go to college for free? That's a big perk right there. Let's go! I'm really glad. I'm glad that you're able to keep on taking courses for your masters. Good luck, you got that. No viewer decay. No viewer decay. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, not the going to Italy and putting pineapple on pizzas. Oh, Google Siri. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't do that. Don't go to places, you know, in Japan expecting it to be like Genshin Impact, okay? There are places that get inspired, you know, for game areas, but don't be like, oh my god, I saw this in Inazuma. Oh my gosh. Or, you know, I mean, there are some places though, like for example, if you've ever, you know, seen Makoto Shinkai's work, right? Makoto Shinkai, he has a lot of places that are in his works, in his movies, that are seen in Japan, right? Like, for example, if you've ever seen, you know, Kimi no Nawa, like Your Name, there is a place where you can actually go visit the steps at the end of the movie, right? Or there's like a actual burger place, right? So there's a lot of things that do get inspired for places that are used in anime. Viewer decay. Proven fact. Ew, not moldy goo. Little TSA. Or not TSA, a little like, I guess a little tip, okay, chat? Make sure you check your air conditioners. Because air conditioners can get moldy. or just in general, like your air ventilation system, right? You always want to make sure that your air ventilation system is clean because you're breathing in that air, right? So you want to make sure that air is clean, not moldy. And they always talk about it how, you know, mold is like the silent killer. So you have to make sure, check to make sure your ventilation systems are clean. Kind of off topic, but that reminded me, if you know what the game... I don't know what that game is, but hello, Meteor. Overworld 1. 1-to-1 creation of Shibuya, and people who visited Shibuya have used the game's layout as a map. Wait, that's so cool, though! Wait, that's awesome! That sounds really cool. Wow. How do you pronounce it? Is it Chewy? Checking for mold has been a concern since that one year I did summer school. I lost my childhood swimming bag. To the mold? Or you mean like you lost it in general? I have had matcha ice cream. Yeah, I like matcha. But our one friend, though, does not like matcha. Our one friend, every time he thinks about matcha, he's just like, it tastes like dirt to him, you know? And so every time he sees matcha, he's like, oh god, not matcha. Oh, I love matcha, though. Oh, wait! The world ends with you! Is that what the acronym stands for? Oh, wait, I have played I was playing the newer one on stream. I still have to finish it up. I didn't realize that was the acronym. I was playing, let me see. Neo. I was playing Neo. The world ends with you. And I still want to play it again to finish up. I didn't realize that was the acronym. I was like, what the heck is TUI? TUI sounded like a gotcha for a second. Sorry, that was my bad. But yeah, I was playing Neo. Is it kind of like that? Because yeah, the map was pretty cool in that game. Bum, bum, bum. I still gotta play the games, but they look fun. They are fun. They're really fun. Yeah. It's great, but there's points where the game requires you to have played the original if you haven't played already. Wait, why? How come it requires you? Is it really like a mandatory thing? Or is it just like a tidbit, like a little bit of like information, like an Easter egg for people that have played the original? I've never played Neo. The World Ends With You, the original one. The Switch port is quite good, but doesn't quite capture some of the aspects of the DS gameplay. I feel like when it comes to the what's it called? The Switch port of DS games. Like even for right here, like for Rune Factory 4 special, I feel like playing it on the Switch, it doesn't have the same feel as when I played it on the DS for some reason. And so yeah, it's just a little different, huh? When you play like ports of games, whether it's for the Switch or for the Game Boy games or GameCube games or SNES games, it doesn't feel the same. Yeah, I played a bit of it on stream, Bio, but I didn't play a lot of it. I played a bit of it. But I think I stopped after we met that one girl with the black hair. Can't remember. Oh, it has the references to the original. The latter part of the plot is like completely lost on people if they haven't played the original game. I see. It's more like if you haven't played the OG parts of the game, won't hit you as hard or how they should. Okay. So it's kind of like if you played Danganronpa V3 without having played like the other Danganronpas, right? Or if you played Danganronpa but you didn't play... Or actually, I don't know. I feel like Danganronpa games, you could technically argue that it could be standalone, right? But I feel like especially for V3, that felt more standalone. Because I feel like 1 and 2 kind of intertwine, right? And Ultra Despair Girls too. But if you play V3, it kind of feels like if you never play the other games, there's a lot of references that you're just like, what are they talking about? Okay, yeah. So exactly, like if you only played V3, okay, I see. So technically, you can play it by itself, but there's a lot of references that you won't understand if you have not played the other game. Okay, I see. I get it. I understand now. The DS gameplay needed you to make patterns on the touchscreen and do directional inputs for 2 different fights. Oh no! Nintendo DS, good times. Not good old times! Oh my god, making it sound so old. You used Okami for information about the spiritual side of the Japanese culture. It's cool though, right? Like when it comes to games, you know, like people say things like, oh, you can't learn things from games. But there's a lot of stuff you can learn from games, right? Like not everything's going to be realistic, but there's a lot of cultural stuff they can learn too that is implemented in games, right? Oh, it's more involved than V3? Okay, that's kind of... That makes me a bit worried then. Because I feel like V3, there's quite a lot of references that pop up, especially in the latter plot of V3, that you don't really understand. Like with Junko, right? If you have no knowledge about Junko Enoshima, I feel like a lot of the latter half of V3 is kind of lost too. So if it's more involved than V3, I'm just like, oh, that sounds like a problem. Ace Attorney! I still need to play Ace Attorney. We are old? No, we're not. We're not old. I don't know what you're talking about. You've played all the Danganronpa games? Me too! I've watched the entirety of Danganronpa once, and then I played it all myself. And I've kind of debated playing again, just because a lot of people talk about how they missed my first gameplay of it, because it was back when I first started streaming. But at the same time, I don't want to play it again. That was a very, very long playthrough. Bunzy! Bunzy! Thank you so much for it. Thank you for the resub at 23 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome back to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun for almost 2 whole years. Can we get some hype and some love in the chat, please? For Bunzy? Thank you, Bunzy. Thank you, thank you. Don't even say Junko. Forever traumatized. See? I feel like, you know, a lot of people are either A, forever traumatized, or there are some people that, you know, are still trying to find a waifu that matches up to Junko Enoshima to this day. You know? People like Derpy, you know, who love, you know, the wild girlies. Your 30s have been amazing. 30 is so nice. Right, I feel like people always talk about 30s, like, when you're younger. Like, oh, yeah, 30, blah, blah. But a lot of people nowadays say 30s are like the new 20s, right?
Alve wave, alve wave, alve wave.
At least from what I've heard. Tom, thank you so much for the resub at 6 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you for using your Prime on me. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. But yeah, just a heads up again, chat. Don't forget, okay? Make sure to keep your age private. That is something that is a rule here. We don't talk about age specifically, just for the sake of everyone's privacy, okay? So no age specifics. You're still baby. Replayed it all a year ago after not having so in years. Totally worth it. It was so worth it. Because I remember, yeah, I watched the playthrough of it. And then it was only after I began streaming that I played it. And I was just like, wow. Because back when I watched it, it was this like scuffed YouTube English sub from this person that was subbing it themselves, right? And so it was nice to play after all the English ports were released. Just accept the old elf. It's free. Oh, yes. Yeah, I will, you know, embrace old Rira. You know, back in my day, I played games on the Game Boy. On the GameCube. The remakes of the original trilogy ported to the DS had a voice control, so you could shout objection to activate the objection button. Wait, that's actually so cool. I really like the voice activated features and the touchscreen features. I do miss that for the Switch. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Bio. Yeah, I need to finish up Kingdom Hearts first, though. And then we can think about a new series. Hi, Sleepy Gamer. We listen and we listen and we don't judge. I mean, we talked about this a lot, you know? Like, Stream Elements, remember? Stream Elements had that whole post they made where they're like, we're doing research on elderly people. Can anyone that is 23 and up comment down below? And I was just like, dang, they really wanted to rage bait people today. And I was just like, oh my God. They really chose 23 as the start of the elderly age. I was just like, oh my God, Stream Elements, what are you doing? But not gonna lie, a lot of the comments was really funny. A lot of the comments was pretty funny though, down below. Like someone was like, I am forever 69 years old. And then there were some other people that are like, oh yes, my back at 23. Sounds like an aging friend group just embracing the current experience. I was being generalized, but will refrain. Yes, that's good. Yeah. As well as like, that's okay, but no specifics from other people. You should play. No! Don't make me play it again. Okay, I'll be honest. The reason I don't want to play it again is because I know if I play it again, I'm gonna have to go back to that one point where I had to do the surfing minigame in Super Danganronpa, right? And I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through that again. That was, for some reason, my most like scuffed gameplay I've ever done. I don't understand why it was so hard for me to jump across on the surfing minigame, right? I spent 30 minutes trying to do one specific jump. One jump for 30 minutes. And so I don't want to go through that again. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm all right. But if I get to see my my waifu, Peko Yama again, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. And if I do play V3 again, I do get to see Gonta again. Gonta. Back in Elves Day, there was no there was not! There was no backlighting in the Game Boys. I remember with the Game Boy Advance, I was just like, oh my God, there's a button to turn on the backlight. That's amazing. Oh, thank you, Bio. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I was frustrated. I was very frustrated. I can't work today. Got my blood boiling that I want to punch a plushie or something. No, Derpy. Oh God, I'm so sorry. It's one of those days. Oh, it's okay. Just think of Junko Enoshima. Think of Toga. Think of all your, you know, your hot, crazy waifus and gacha that you get to see, right? And most importantly, think of Nina and Nala. You know, get to see them, right? Soon TM2, right? I know what he's gonna say though. He's gonna be like, ew. What are you talking about? Ew. God, I've been having so much fun watching Thurby and Nina play Split Fiction. It's so funny watching them play. If you guys haven't seen their gameplay yet, I recommend it. It's really funny. They're so goofy. They bicker like an old couple. They bicker like, you know, an elderly couple. I was like, you little babe. Hey, what's that for? Excuse me. Hey, who's doing that? Stop it. Hey, excuse me. I drink water. Man, Bio, not you using the throw redeems to help Derpy release some stress, man. Why you guys gotta be mean to me, man? I know, right? Finally able to play in the dark. Oh, yes. I didn't even throw anything yet. Well, then who was throwing that? Who threw the water? Who did that? Was that Derpy? Oh, did you do that, Derpy? Did you throw it at me? Also, yes, googly eyes. Yeah, I think the thingy is bugged out. Okay, let me put on googly eyes real quick. Alright, you ready? Where is the... Did I make a... Did I not? I will manually put it on. I hate how the Twitch connection has bugged out. Why? You do that. Alright, there you go. Alright, you get googly eye over here for the next 5 minutes. Okay? So, is she even here right now? Oh, she is. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Those sounds of big proportions. But yeah, you know, I didn't see her chat, so I didn't know if it was her. So I didn't want to just, like, you know, call her out. Koto, thank you for the follow. Hello. Alright, chat. Hey. Alright. Okay, Silva, I'm sorry, Silva. I didn't mean to call you out during your lurk. I'm sorry, Silva. I'm sorry. Okay, alright. Okay, chat. Last one for today before we hop over to Call of Boba. Okay, you guys ready? Last one. Also, can we get a shout out for Gretchy, please? Go check out Gretchy if you guys haven't already. Gretchy! I got switches! So Jason actually... Our friend Jason, he's actually been trying to get rid of some of his keyboard stuff. And so I yoinked one of the switches that he had, like the jar of switches that he has. And so I have switches now that I can use to build the keyboard. And so, yeah, we can finally do that keyboard build stream if you still want to build it. I saw you build the other one. It looks so good. But yeah, if you want to build, I'm down to build, you know, with the switches now. Tell Jason to hit me up. I would invest. What kind of switches? You want to hear it? Wait, I got the jar. Give me 1 second. Jason's the friend that has the sussy the hair grease as well. Oh. Alright, you ready? Yeah. Let's build together. Okay, you ready? Can you hear it? It's more thocky. My current ones are creamy, right? These ones are more like thocky. This is without the foam though, and this is like just a switch by itself, but it has like a thocky sound to it. I don't know what kind of switches they are. I'll have to ask. But yeah, sounds very nice. I think it's like I don't think it's blue switches, but it does sound more like a combination of like creamy and tactical. So I don't think it's completely tactical, but it is a bit more thockier than my creamy ones. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out. Because I don't know if you guys remember my current ones. But here, let me pull it up real quick. This is how my current keyboard sounds. Oh, God, I forgot how heavy these keyboards are. Alright, ready? Oh God! Alright, ready? Oh, wait. Oh God! I'm trying to get some keyboard. Okay, never mind. I'm putting my keyboard back. This is too heavy to hold up. I'm putting it back. No more. No more for you, chat. What did I do to my screen? Oh. Why is my OBS full-sized? What did I do? Why does it look like that? I did something. And I don't know what I did. I thought it was all entered too. And I tried doing that on my OBS, but it's not working. Because I do that for other game windows. Apologize to Silva. I threw this stuff before. How rude, Bio. I got you. That was a bait. You fell for the bait. I know it wasn't Silva. You know why? Because Silva doesn't stop until she gets an Ara Ara. So I know it wasn't her. I knew it was you. She doesn't stop until a very specific item falls down. Caught. Yeah, caught. Alright, F11. Oh, it was F11! Oh, thank you! Okay, F11. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Alright. Last one for today before I switch over to Call of Boba. Okay, chat? Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright, ready? Let's see if you guys are the wiener. Alright, you ready? Will the doubters or the believers win this time at 61-75? That is the question. No! The doubters have believed once again. And the doubters have won. Alright, doubters, take your points. Take them. Take your points. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Look shiny. What about the Keems? Oh, okay. I don't know actually if you can pick up on it. Let me see. Let me bring it back up again. Let me see. Alright. This is what it sounds like. Oh, it gives a bit of feedback, sorry, because of the cord. Can you hear that? It's like a creamier sound. Whereas the other one's a bit more thockier, so I'm excited to have like a thockier one. But it's not tactical. I was actually considering tactical because I don't have my blue switch keyboard anymore, but I really do want the I was just considering something a bit more clackier than the ones I have right now. So this one, once again, has more of that thocky sound, right? So it's still creamy, but a bit more clickier. So I'm excited. I'm excited to build this keyboard of ours. Yeah, thanks again, Jason. If you're here, thank you for the switches. I really appreciate it. Yeah! Oh, you guys like the keyboard ASMR or keyboard asthma? Don't worry, that will be sometime soon. Alright, let me close the game. So, once again, today's shiny hunting's a bit shorter just because I do want to play another game today. Today, I want to play a new game called Call of Boba, which is a game where you can make boba and have your own little boba shop. And so, we'll come back to more shiny hunting next week. But for now, we're going to swap over to a game called Call of Boba. But before I hop into the game, I do want to do a quick little bathroom break just to, do a quick stretch, get some water, and also just like change my monitors. So I'll be back in like 3 minutes. So there are some points for y'all to gombo with. So behave, okay, chat? Be right back. I'll BRB. Behave, okay? BRB. Bye. Hello! I am back! Alright, guys ready? I'm so excited! I hope you had a nice little break as well. It is time for the call of boba. Alright, let me go ahead and pull up the game. But for those watching on the YouTube side, I do have a new waiting room that I have for the game, just to separate the games in case people just want to stick around for, you know, Pokemon versus Call of Boba. So I'll be swapping over to the other waiting room. So I'll go ahead and link it right now in case you guys want to, you know, join me on the new game as well. But for those watching on the YouTube side, if you're just here for the Pokemon side of today's stream, then no worries at all. But thank you so much for stopping by. And for those on the Twitch side, can we get some goodbyes in chat, please, for YouTube for those that are heading out now, since I will be ending the VOD over there and switching over to the new stream. But the link for the stream, the next stream is right here in case you guys do want to pop in, like I said. If I can post it. Sometimes posting on YouTube is a little hard for me because I don't know why, but it does not like me clicking on it on Firefox. Yeah, like right now I can't share it. Okay, but if you want to see it though, it is on my YouTube channel, so you can just go to the live tab and find the live stream there. But yeah, I can't post the stream in there. But yeah, I'll see you on the Call of Boba game side stream if you're going to watch that on YouTube as well. But yeah, bye YouTube for those watching just for Pokemon side. But once again, I'm still live. I will still be live. It's just I have a separate stream for the new game. All right, so I'll see you over there for those that are popping into Boba side. All right, bye YouTube. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, switching over now. Bye YouTube.